Government of India bond yields have hardened. From a low of 5.83, they have shot up to 6. The government has been borrowing heavily in the market. Originally, the borrowing target at the beginning of the year was 7.8 lakh crores. They pushed it to 12 lakh crores. RBI promised to intervene directly into the market and buy government bonds. They have done Operation Twist 3 times, and they have done open market operations in buying bonds to keep yields low. In Suddenly, in between, RBI has silently stopped doing Operation Twist or doing OMOs, and the government papers have been flooding the market. RBI, as government's debt manager, has allowed a couple of issues to devolve. Bonds are today trading in markets at 6%. When a bond dealer was asked why this is happening, it's like boatman who's crossing, taking you across the river, halfway across, says that do you know how to swim? Take a jump. And that's what Shaktikanta Das is doing to the market. By withdrawing from the market without saying so, he's pushed the yields up because government is borrowing is insatiable because revenues, both direct taxes and indirect taxes, have come down. Shaktikanta thus is not able to buy more because already a rising inflow of dollars has meant that he has to buy the dollars to keep the rupee low so that exports can be competitive. And with inflation higher, more rupee cannot be flooded into the market. For if he keeps on buying bonds, there will be more rupee chasing goods and services in the markets, pushing up inflation further. It's a perfect conundrum. If he allows the rates to go up, what will happen is it will make it more profitable for banks to borrow from RBI and buy government securities and remain quiet. There seems to be ample liquidity in the market. Latest reports say about 3.75 lakh crores of excess money has been parked in reverse repo under the RBI's reverse repo scheme. So it is a mystery why the bond yields are not going down. Simply because if yields keep going up, it means banks will have to do mark to market losses. In case of bonds, when yields goes up, the value of the bonds drop. And if the value of the bonds drop, banks have to show losses every 90 days. So far this year, treasury profits have helped banks pad up the net profits and cover NPAs. If rates are allowed to rise, it will be a double whammy as NPA rises and treasury profits vanish. So banks will have to provide for more losses. These are indeed tough times to be a Reserve Bank governor. Let's wish Shaktikant Das all the best. What does this mean for you as an investor? Gilt funds will lose money in the short term. Gilts have been the best performing category of mutual funds for a long time. In NPS, those who had opted for government bonds made record profits as yields plummeted. As yields rise, those very funds will start to make losses. So, those who have money in gilt funds have to be careful as if the rates continue to go up, the values will decline. As far as foreigners are concerned, they are not buying government bonds because there is no carry for them. In case they allow the rupee to appreciate, foreigners will make more money because they will have to pay less for dollars when they take back the money. There seems to be no difference between dollar rates today and 1 year forward premiums. This means that foreigners have no hope of making a carry profit and hence are not buying Indian bonds at these rates. So we are indeed at a time when the Reserve Bank is facing a catch 22 situation. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, hit the like button, press the subscribe button of my channel and turn on the bell notification. It's not enough if you like and subscribe this channel. Spread the word among your friends and relatives and kindly persuade them to subscribe to my channel. If you use Kindle, press the Kindle link below to buy my books. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, If you want to speak to me directly, please send a message to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for supporting me.